That someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle. Message in a bottle.
A New Jersey woman is making her second canoe voyage to call out to congressmen to help save our seas. Medford Lakes resident Margo Pellegrino began her 500-mile message in a bottle paddle in her outrigger canoe today at the Little Egg Harbor Yacht Club in Long Beach Island. She will be paddling through districts of congressmen who are considering a comprehensive Healthy Oceans Act. Along her way, she will collect messages urging the congressmen to protect our oceans for the future.
Margo Pellegrino is somewhere between Little Egg Harbor Yacht Club and the Atlantic Highlands right now. She's paddling her outrigger canoe 500 miles from the Jersey Shore to Capitol Hill, collecting residents' written words of support for Oceans 21.
Pellegrino and her sponsors, the National Resources Defense Council, are among environmental groups backing a measure called Oceans 21, which establishes a comprehensive federal policy for conserving and managing ocean resources. The legislation stems from recent studies by the U.S. Commission on Ocean Policy and the Pew Commission, a nonprofit.
Margo will deliver the messages in a bottle in Washington, D.C. to Congress when she finishes her journey.
She took the Delaware and Raritan Canal, known as the DNR, from Long Beach Island on the Jersey Shore to Trenton, put it into the Delaware, pointed south, and paddled past Philadelphia and into Delaware Bay, known for its treacherous tides and currents.
And in the C&D Canal, and then on Sunday I paddled from Chesapeake City to here, to Baltimore.
Margo's been collecting bottles during her journey, and she hopes to send a message to Congress.
Pellegrino says weather permitting, she'll make it to Capitol Hill to deliver the Save Our Seas notes to Congress by July 17th.
A woman completes an incredible canoe trip. We'll tell you why she did it.
I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle.
We do have to do something. Our ocean is in a crisis state right now. The coastal areas are, especially upstream, are just in a horrific state. So I kind of liken the paddle here and the paddle last year to what we have to do and what our leaders are doing right now. I mean, it's going to be a tough chore. And let me tell you, there were some times in this paddle, this time around, that were terrifying. And I thought, you know, I have that PLB, I can hit that anytime. But just because I'm scared doesn't mean I'm stopping. There's no option but to keep paddling forward, no matter how ugly it gets. As long as I have breath in my body and strength in my bones and muscle, man, I'm powering through it. It's just fear, and I can get over it. So this is basically the challenge. I think I embody the whole struggle here for this ocean conservation, this Oceans 21 bill. I think that I'm like the physical aspect of it. But just because it's tough and just because it's hard, and some people might not like it, it has to get done. It has to be taken care of. And I wanted to present Congressman Saxton, who I think has been a strong ocean champion, along with Congressman Sam Farr, with this bottle. My son did one of the pictures. If I can get it out of here. I actually found this bottle. I pulled it out of the rare cocos on my training paddle. It's an old monk bottle.
It is. It's about how it's where I live. But these are very real problems. I got involved in coastal, got interested in coastal issues, just like Margo is, when I was probably a little bit younger than she. And that's a long time ago. So, and Sam has had his experiences that are similar to mine with the ocean. And he and I have been working for the past decade or so to try to get the federal government to pay more attention to these issues. And that's what Oceans 21 is about. So.
I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle.
My feelings are just run very deep right now. One, for the motivation that Margo has a mom who decided to make a statement and using a kayak to demonstrate what would be like to paddle the East Coast and relay that sort of the experiences when she's involved, and did it so beautifully. And how important the Margos of this world, and I think all of you sitting here, and probably all of you have a little of that in you, are to the future of our planet. But for the Margos, they're out there sort of bringing some reality to this experience. I'm not sure that the petitioning of government can be as effective as it has been with Margo's experience. I can't think of all the other issues we've tried to do, bringing attention to the need to get the federal house in order. A lot of what you do in politics is educate people. You have to educate your colleagues. Why is this important? Why do we need this? Why do we need to do this? Why do we need an Oceans 21? And everybody's here with emotional facts, but not always with clear facts or things that relate to what these children would experience when they go to the coast. And so, Margo, I want to just congratulate you as being one of the most effective lobbyists I've seen in a long time, because you're just your act of paddling this coast, and now in your second year of it, and just plain speak has really been effective. You've gotten more press, rightfully so. And I hope you serve as a model to a lot of people that one person can make a difference. Because the last thing I can say what Margo did is that along the way she's been very thoroughly finding out who the elected officials are, who the members of Congress, and telling them that she's coming to their community and she'd like to have a press conference. And she did this with Congressman Sarbanes this last week. And he came to me on the floor and said, wow. He said, I'm a co-sponsor of your bill. He said, you really have a champion. So you've done a great job in being able to sort of reach out and touch politicians the right way and bring the message to them.
I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets mine. I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle.
I'm Captain Joe Fogel, President of Water Watch International. I'm here today to support my friend Margo and Margo Pellegrino and two beautiful children. I think she's accomplished a great task. My question, and I say this as scientific advisor to Margo on her expedition, is to both the gentlemen who are at the front desk today. I have great admiration for Mr. Saxon, who represents our state of New Jersey. What kind of leadership and how do we get the kind of leadership that we need to move forward on protecting our planet Earth?
The best kept secret in politics is that each one of us is up for re-election. Essentially, our contract's up for renewal every 2 years. And the United States Congress is a representational government. We all represent a district. And it's not the great contemplative body on worldly issues that you think it is. It's essentially a body of 435 county supervisors, taking that appreciation for the environment of the oceans and the health of the oceans, and just doing grassroots petition. That's how one can help. Because 3 or 4 people from a congressional district approaching their congressman can override a special interest. Because they say, okay, your special interest is here in Washington, and I know that, but the voters back home, and they elect me, and they want this bit.